Ok, estamos gravando, né? Hello,
Yes.
everyone. I'm Daniel, project manager for Brazil Music and Arts in the Music from Brazil project. Today is August 7th, 3 o'clock in Brasilia time, 8 o'clock in European time, to be more specific, in Germany time, and we are broadcasting here live, and I have the pleasure here to be joined by Patrick Daniel. By the few researches that I was able to make, I could see that the Patrick is a project manager at the Reeperbahn Festival and Conference, and he's around like 13 to 14 years around in this music industry with a background in matchmaking, in networking, and etc. You can tell me this later. So Patrick, thank you so much for being here. We're especially excited this year because Brazil is making its debut at the Reeperbahn, and we're also looking forward for the Berlin experience. And I would like to start by understanding how these new formats like tie into the Reeperbahn vision. So could you explain a bit about Reeperbahn, what the festival stands for today, and how does Berlin experience and this Flix Trend showcase and etc. Came into an event format?
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks so much for the invitation. Here at the Reeperbahn Festival, we're also like pretty much excited to have the very first big Brazilian delegation coming over to Germany, participating at the Berlin experience in namesake Berlin, and afterwards coming together with us on the festival train from Berlin to Hamburg to our since 20 years existing Reeperbahn Festival. 4 days and night music conference and music venue festival. We are Europe's biggest music venue festival, so we are like collaborating with like around like 40 music venues in Hamburg, taking place on an area called the Reeperbahn and adjacent streets. That's why we are the Reeperbahn Festival. And same with the music conference. It's like hundreds of different kind of like panels and keynotes and workshops, master classes and networking sessions, matchmaking session where we like linking music professionals from different backgrounds, from different sectors, different regions, intercontinentally and domestically together. We're pretty much excited to have like a matchmaking session first time with a large Brazilian delegation, which we also can like tap into like later on in this conversation. With Daniel and I were talking about it before. So we are Reeperbahn Festival and is around since 20 years, meaning this year is actually our 20th year. We're celebrating 20 years edition in Hamburg from 17th till 20th of September. And like Daniel asked me to explain a little bit like what's happening ahead of Reeperbahn Festival, and that's the Berlin experience. Berlin experience is our an opportunity we are like crafting in regarding of like a full-on networking day in Berlin, because Berlin has like a magnificent music industry. It's the capital of Germany, very international. Many music companies have their offices in Berlin, and many internationals who are like flocking to our conference are traveling through Berlin to Hamburg. And that's why it's also like, I think almost like a decade we're doing the Berlin experience now. And we're starting like in the morning with a networking coffee. Then we're inviting Berlin professionals from different music companies, labels, live music agencies, PR agencies, distributors from any sector to like present themselves and give like some insights about the Berlin music industry, about the German music industry, about the German music industry in relation with the European music industry and the global one. We will have like a full-on lunch. We will have like a networking session there. And then we divide this group into like 3 groups and go with them to like different music companies in Berlin. Also very famous studios like the Hansa Studios or Theater des Westens. And yeah, all this taking place this year for the very first time in collaboration with the Nordic embassies, meaning we will also have like a good amount of like Scandinavian participation in this event. Another really important music market just north of Germany, more or less. And then at the end of that networking day, we will actually go together to a central railway station and hop on our festival train. The festival train is a collaboration with a company called Flix. It's a company which started as a Flix bus, and now they're pretty much global. From they have I've drove like with Flix bus in the US. I saw Flix buses. For correct me when I'm wrong, in Australia. It might be in Latin America now. I don't know. Maybe you know. Anyway, we will having like they also do a train, and the train runs all over through Germany, and there's a connection between Berlin and Hamburg. So it's a 2.5-hour train, and we are in collaboration with Flix, having like 3 wagons from that train, and they will be the Reeperbahn Festival wagons. And on these wagons, we will continue our networking program. We will have free drinks, we'll have like live music, we will have some DJ sets and networking activities on these trains. And yeah, I'm very excited that we also have like together working out with Daniel's team a slot for Brazilian participation on the train. Yeah, so. And then the train arrives in Hamburg on the day before Reeperbahn Festival. People might go to bed after a long networking day, maybe continue networking in a Hamburg bar. And the next day, everyone wakes up, and Reeperbahn Festival basically kicks off around noon.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And how is the attendees for the Berlin experience? Is that like full of people as the Reeperbahn, or is that?
No. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Yes. No. So it's more like a smaller boutique kind of event. Size-wise, it's like can't compare to Reeperbahn at all. So for the Berlin experience, the venue will like fit around like 100 to 120 people participating there. And in the train, we will have like space for, I think, like 300 people. So in comparison to Reeperbahn Festival and its conference, that's like, I don't know, a really, really small amount, because Reeperbahn Festival attracts every year around 40,000 festival visitors, meaning like people who are visiting the concerts, music fans, and around 4,000 to 5,000 music industry professionals who are also visiting the concerts, but they are also participating at the conference and the networking formats. And so that's a big difference in terms of like the sheer size and number of attendance. And another difference is like the program in Berlin is pretty much designed mostly for people like for coming like from outside of Germany, because it really like explains the German music industry to people from outside of Germany. While the program in Hamburg at Reeperbahn Festival, a lot of this program is also going like much more into detail of the German music market, while the Berlin music experience is giving like a broader kind of like an idea. So that's another difference in that regard, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I wasn't aware that Reeperbahn was that big. You seen like 40
yeah, like 40,000, like
4,000.
40,000 festival visitors, right? So these are like the concerts, because concerts taking place like in this whole area. We have like 2 really large outdoor stages plus the 40 indoor stages. And the festival is also like, just people like living and working in Hamburg. They will just buy festival tickets and enjoy the shows, and don't have so much to do apart of that with the music industry. While the conference is like 100% designed for the music industry. It's a B2B conference, and these are like 5,000 delegates. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for letting us know about the Berlin experience, which looks like quite good, quite interesting. And I would like to come to Reeperbahn right now, and like to keep a focus a bit on the format, because we've been to many trade fairs around the world, and this one seems a bit different from the other ones, because you see, you don't have a stand. What usually all the trade fairs have, like a day trade place with a lot of booths and stands and etc. But you also call yourself a festival and a networking session, because if I'm not wrong, you also have like headliners and like outdoor stages and etc. But at the same time, you're promoting networking and trying to bring the new scene alive. So can you tell us a bit about this format and how does it work?
Sure. So in comparison to like a trade fair, or like what you might have been like experienced in Germany, maybe regarding like WOMEX or regarding like Jazz Ahead, where like music export offices and regions, different kind of like regions in different countries. They also have like their local music organizations, and there you have like a booth, like a stand, and every country, every region, like presenting themselves there at the stand. And music industry professionals are like going around, making around and working from stand to stand. And we are like, so we are like a B2B music conference with all like the networking events. And however, we don't have like these booths and stands so much. We work more on the hands of like organizing like receptions and mixers with different kind of organizations, associations, export offices, but also with like labels and distributors and publishers and promoters. Different kind of entities are interested in like doing like networking events, and they do it like more in a really kind of a networking way, that they're doing like a mixer in a bar, or in a beer garden, or maybe in a hotel lobby, and it's often like connected, or it's like with like a showcase taking place right after this kind of mixer. It can also be a standalone event, just a mixer without the showcase, though. Yes, and the festival. So we are having showcases like a lot, but we are still not a showcase festival, because still the majority of our program, around like 60% of our program, is a curated program. So we are like a ticketed festival. That's we also have like this high number of like festival visitors, because people like buying tickets to see like headliners, to see also like really big bands, like global bands, but also really big bands from Germany, and also really interested in like checking out like new bands. Yeah, but we are, in comparison to like a showcase festival, like you mentioned, Daniel, we also full on like ticketed festival with like proper headliners from all over the world. Exactly. Yeah. We also like working like with a couple of award shows. One of them is also like pretty internationally, which is our Anchor Award taking place. It's like our music award show, where we are working in terms of the jury. We worked for many years with iconic I'm now having a lapse here. Disconti. It's coming right back. That's so bad. It's like anyway, like our current really like high standard person in the jury is like Taylor Parks from the US. And it's like an award show, like to celebrate like music professionals and talents, like on a global scale, and a red carpet show at Reeperbahn Festival. Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting, but it just comes to my mind, how do you get to manage this? Because from one side, you have like the new scene showcases that people that need to be seen. So you need to get the buyers and all the agents and etc. to see them. But at the same time, you put a festival with like you said, like headliners, which probably attracts the attention from the same people. So do you get to mix this program, or you got something separate, like showcases in a certain time of a period time, and like the festival right after this?
No, it's like all mixed, and it actually really really helps, because if we would like separate it, then like all these like high profile music business professionals, they would maybe they are like on site, and they're like on site at the same time like ordinary festival visitors. So the whole experience for like these international talent buyers is like very organic. They see like these high profile bands, but also like newcomer bands, and the actual audience, and everyone's like how to say, reacting like really organically, because like an actual kind of like really normal kind of setting. Yeah, so it's like in comparison to like a only showcase event, where you sometimes only have like an only music professionals in the room, then it's really hard to generate an atmosphere where like the artists feel at home and can flourish, and where like the people in the room also get an idea of how like ordinary music fans are reacting to the artists. That's why we like think it's like a good way to program it, like really mixed in that sense. Yeah, and to also have like and to also like to attract like a lot of press, and which also helps the younger artists and the newcomer artists. We also put like these high event kind of these high class events into the program, like the mentioned Anchor Awards, for example, with Taylor Parks being a jury member, or in the past we had the iconic Tony Visconti as a jury member. This generates press, right? And press helps like in overall to grow the festival, and it helps to attract high-end speakers. It helps to attract large labels and everyone, and they in the end they are sending like their A&Rs over to Reeperbahn Festival, and you get like also a lot of press coverage about it. And this in the middle term helps anyone playing at Reeperbahn Festival.
It is a win and win. It is something good for those who are showcasing, actually like putting in the most of cases like money and energy to make this showcase happen. It is very meaningful for you to play like close to or at the same time or between a headliner, because people will be there to see those big names, but also like be there before it, like to check what's coming before, which is, to be honest, like an old format like of opening bands, supporting acts.
Yes,
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just check if anyone wants to ask anything. Cifas, Tânia, Ricardo, vocês querem perguntar alguma coisa aí? Querem falar alguma coisa? Qualquer coisa é só levantar a mão aí, dar um alô aqui que eu paro e pergunto. Ricardo,
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Patrick. How are you?
Hey, nice to see you, Ricardo. Looking forward
Nice
to
to
see
see
you
you.
as well in Hamburg soon. Nice.
Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Yeah, well, I went to Reeperbahn in 2018. I had the best time, so I'm really looking forward to get back. But I was actually traveling. I was touring with Lineker, it was Caramelos by that time. We had an amazing show that year, really amazing, one of the best we had outside Brazil, definitely. But I didn't have the full experience because we were touring. I couldn't get all the days. So I was trying to understand two things. First, what happens each day if things change from Wednesday to Saturday? If they have specific characteristics, though, each day of the week or not, the things that happen in the morning, or how things are mixed. If there's any characteristics that you would highlight for us. And in terms of navigating through the events, is there like a center point of where things happen? Like, especially for people that are going for the first time, like where to start, where you arrive at the festival, where you get the directions, you understand where you have to go. If you have any tips on that subject, would be great too.
Understand. Yeah, sure. Yeah, two really great questions. Starting with the first questions, like the agenda from Reeperbahn Festival from first day to the last day. Let's delve back into after the Berlin experience, everyone arrives in Hamburg, wakes up next morning in Hamburg on Wednesday the 17th, and then the very first official point in our agenda is our welcome drinks at a venue called the B2 Beer Garden, which is playing with the word beer garden and B2B, so business to business beer garden. It's now a newer venue we have, which is specifically designed for as a kind of one of the many meeting points for the business delegates. So it's a really nice outdoor beer garden, and it starts with the welcoming drinks there. And on the next day, that venue will always be open in the daytime. And then the next days, different kind of organizations, they are also throwing their mixers there. So it's a great venue where everyone can go and always have in the mornings a free coffee, or they also have breakfast and drinks throughout the day, and different kind of organizations are presenting themselves there. And it's a really good meeting hub. So this is one to remember, what's going on at the B2 Beer Garden every day. Definitely on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then and then a Wednesday picks up slowly in terms of the official receptions in the daytime. However, in the evening we have the big opening evening event that takes place at a sort of a theater, where we'll have a lot of opening words from our CEO and festival directors, and also international and German stars and music professionals. And after that, there will already be kicking off with a multitude of receptions and showcases all evening, all night long. And Thursday and Friday are pretty similar, because these are the days where in the daytime we will have the conference. So many panels, keynotes, workshops, but also in the daytime, different kind of networking events, breakfasts, lunches, afternoon drinks, evening drinks, and very important, our matchmaking events where they all have a different topic. One is called Meet the European Festivals, one is called Meet the Music Supervisors, one is called Meet the Korean music industry, Meet the Taiwanese industry, Meet the French industry, Meet the Estonian one, and one of them will be Meet the Brazilian and US American music industry. So these are key events, and that's Thursday and Friday. And Saturday is a bit different, because Saturday we don't really have a conference program anymore. Traditionally, Saturday is really, really big still on the festival side. Many headliners playing on Saturday. However, the Saturday starts to get a bit more German. So all the many German headliners will play on the Saturday. So traditionally, the Saturday starts to get a bit more German and a bit more festival side-ish. So, however, it's traditionally internationals start to come for Berlin experience, or coming on Wednesday and staying mostly till Saturday morning or afternoon. Some stay till Sunday, because it's still a really nice day in Hamburg. It's a good day to get meetings in. It's less hectic. Daytime is not less hectic, and just enjoy the Hamburg and go out on concerts in the evening. Giving a kind of an idea here about the agenda of every day. And regarding questions for first timers, because Reeperbahn Festival is huge. It's a lot of things are going on. We constantly get compared with South by in Austin. Same kind of feeling there's something going on everywhere. It's like also a really lively entertainment district, same like South by Austin, 6th Street. Reeperbahn is like year-round long entertainment district. A lot of like tons of bars, dive bars, music related to Reeperbahn, sometimes not to Reeperbahn. So much going on, food, people, party people. It's full on. It's an experience, and most people love it. It's an experience. Yes. So we do work with. We have like on our website already. Guide, FAQs, and kind of ideas going on. Our website is like in German and English, and which gives a lot of information. We are also working on like a guide, a PDF guide, like 3-4 pages PDF guide at the moment, specifically looking how to explain Reeperbahn Festival to like internationals. If this is like, once that's done, I'm going to share like here with you basically. This will like contain. On the next month we will also have like a map on the website. Reeperbahn Festival will like launch its app. Every year we have a new app. The app has like a map. Every venue is on the app. All the program is in the app and the website. It already helps that you could like already like subscribe to our newsletter on the website. Once you have like an accreditation as a festival delegate, you automatically also get subscribed to the delegate newsletter. That's a different newsletter though. So it definitely helps to go like on our festival page, on the landing page, scroll down and subscribe to our newsletter, especially now that we're like getting so close to the festival. But actually it's like we're around like really helpful because Reeperbahn Festival runs under the company called RBX, and RBX is like Reeperbahn Festival and a lot of different other formats. So we have like year-round one long a Spotify kind of content, like a podcast, which deals with the music industry. We have different kind of YouTube formats which are dealing with the music industry and with equality questions in the music industry as well. We are working with Key Change. We're one of the founders of Key Change. This is a global initiative for gender equality with an intersectional approach, which is also year-round. So yeah. Just inviting you to subscribe to our newsletter on our website. Basically, it's on the just scroll down. It comes a little bit in the middle, like lower end of the website. So and like I said, going to like share like a PDF on this year's Reeperbahn Festival. We also like going to start potentially like a WhatsApp group for internationals where everyone like can like exchange a little bit ahead of the festival or during the festival. We also have our delegate database kicking off like really soon. So everyone with a festival conference accreditation is part of the delegate database. I just started the test account today. It looks pretty good. You have like plenty of opportunities to like search in the delegate database, like who's doing what you're looking for. Can use different filters about like you want to meet maybe like labels from Germany and Poland, or you want to meet like distributors from the UK and France. Like you can use that delegate database, of course, and to get like contact with each other. People have the opportunity to share their emails in there, and then you can also like just a good old emailing and meeting people on site. And so so at the moment, the conference on our website is like getting more and more alive. We are like still like almost like 6 weeks ahead of the festival. So latest by end of August, early September, it's definitely time for everyone to make the most out of like the program ahead of Reeperbahn Festival in terms of like working themselves through our delegate database, checking out the conference program, building their own schedule via the conference program. Yeah. I hope that I had a bit here to give you an overview.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to ask you, from your experience, what the Brazilian participants should do, like to focus on maximize visibility and like build meaningful connections and networking with people at Reeperbahn.
Yeah, I mean, you're participating at the networking events, which make like most sense to the Brazilian participants. Like, yeah, just checking out the different kind of networking events and who organizes what of which ones. Like some of these companies are pretty international. So you have like networking maybe from like Buddha Music Group, which is like a global publisher. Some of them are like smaller companies which are like not that international or more German. I don't know, it really helps like to look into the different kind of events and check out like visit their LinkedIn profiles or their website and find out like what are they doing. And if they're like doing something like what you're looking for as a Brazilian delegate, being it like finding like a German or European promoter, finding like German or European labels, or maybe you're also interested to use the opportunity to connect with the US Americans, then like the A2M, the American Association Independent Music, does a reception together with AIM, which is the UK Association of Recorded Music, and then it makes sense for you, and they're bringing their labels with them, right? And they're among them and other independent companies, and then it makes sense to go to their reception and mingle there with these people. So yeah, definitely depends a bit on like what are your different kind of goals, because one thing is clear: Reeperbahn Festival gathers everyone. So we're having like all the sectors, recorded industry, publishing industry, live music industry, meaning like all the distributors, also DPI agencies, music tech, everything is there. It's just about a little bit about like, you have to be, you need to know what you're looking for, essentially. Yeah.
All right. Alguém tem mais alguma pergunta? Ricardo, Tânia, Nelson? Se vocês quiserem, a hora é agora. Okay, well, I was just asking them if they got any other questions for you. Well, we've been basically speaking for like 40 minutes, so I think that's pretty much it. It was really good to hear from you about the festival itself, the whole experience, the Berlin experience, and we're looking forward to this. Like, it's basically like 1 month away, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, like 5.5 weeks. I just checked with some colleagues. We were like, oh, it's getting like really, really, really close. Yeah.
Okay. So, alguma pergunta? Última consulta aqui, Nelson, Tânia ou Ricardo. Alguma pergunta aí? Querem falar? Se não, vou encerrando. Nelson não, acho que o Ricardo também não, acho que a Tânia também não. So, thank you very much, Patrick. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for your time. So, we'll be in touch until there, and I'll be meeting you soon in Berlin, actually, before Hamburg.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, obrigado. And yes, thanks so much for the invitation. Really happy that we were able to share some insights about Reeperbahn here. I was able to to see some of your group and of the delegates are coming over. I'm looking really much forward to meet you all in person in Berlin and Hamburg really soon.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's it for now. We're checking out. Bye bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Tchau, tchau, todo mundo aí.